A very good morning to my dear student. Hope you are fine and doing well. Welcome to my class. In our last class, we have done our elasticity of supply and I have supplied the notes also. So in today's class, we will be going with the chapter public revenue. So what is public revenue? Okay, in the chapter we will learn about public revenue, the sources and merits and demerits of public revenue. So public revenue. What is public revenue? The sources of the government means the income sources, the income generating sources of the government is called as a public revenue. Now, from where does the government generate revenue? The government generate revenue through taxation, through taxes. Now, what is taxes? Taxes are the compulsory payment. Taxes are the compulsory payment. It is a compulsory payment which is imposed on person or the companies. Okay. What is taxes? Taxes are compulsory payment which is imposed on person, means individual or a company. Okay. Why it is imposed? Okay. For the benefit of the government, so the government can be benefited, okay, and through that the government can provide the facilities to the general public. What kind of facilities? The developmental programs, whatever the developmental programs the government set up, okay, most of the income the government generates through taxation. So that's why it is a compulsory payment. Okay, so there are two types of taxes. They are direct tax and indirect tax. Okay, direct tax. Direct tax are imposed upon the person's income, person's wealth. Okay, direct taxes, it has a certainty. The person knows they are paying, they have to pay. Okay, and it depends upon the income of the people. The more the income, okay, the taxes will be on that level. Okay, poor people are exempted from paying the direct taxes. And if you talk about indirect taxes, you can also say it is imposed on goods and services. Okay, goods and services. So when you go to purchase anything, you pay a tax. Okay, when you purchase any product, if you turn over leaf, if you turn backside, you will see MRP. MRP means maximum retail price, and in the bracket you will see inclusive of all taxes. Okay, all the taxes are included in that. Even if you purchase 1 rupees, okay, 1 rupee chocolate or whatever else you purchase, 1 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever thing you purchase, everything, okay, all the commodities, they have some taxes. Okay, they have some taxes. That is indirect taxes. Okay, so let us discuss the merits of direct taxes. Okay, so it is economy. Okay, so what do you mean by economy? Okay, what do you mean by economy? It is not talking about the subject. Okay, it is not talking about the subject. So people, they find it easy to pay. Okay, they find it easy to pay. Okay, economy. You see in a book. Okay, so it said cost of collection of these taxes is relatively low. Economy. Okay, very easy to pay. The taxpayer, they do not have to spend too much money, okay, in paying the direct taxes. A very less amount is paid. Documentation work and all, it is there. So for that only the taxpayer need to pay. Okay, a huge expenditure did not have to make while paying the direct taxes. So that is what economy. Okay, equity. Direct taxes are equitable. How equitable? Because the poor are exempted from paying the tax, whereas the rich people, okay, they are included in it. They depends upon the income of the people. The poor, they have less income, so they are exempted. So if they will also pay the tax, direct tax, then nothing will be left out in the hand. So that's why they are left out to bring the equity in the society. The rich, they need to pay the taxes, and the poor, they are exempted from paying the taxes. So this is the equity. Okay, certainty. The taxpayer knows the time, the date, when to pay, okay, how to pay, what mode to pay. So all the details the taxpayer know. So it has a certainty. If anything is certain, then you can do the work in that particular time. If nothing is certain, then you cannot do the work. You cannot complete the work on the given time. You will wait for the timing, but you don't know the time. And if you know the time, then you can do the work on a specific time. Okay, so this is what certainty. Okay, elasticity. Okay, it has a elasticity. How elasticity? The government is completely dependent upon the taxes. So the government can increase or decrease the rate of taxes depending upon the situation. If there is a crisis within the country, financial crisis within the country, then the government can increase the rate of direct tax so that the government can get more fund and the government can fight against the crisis. And if the government has ample fund, okay, then the government can decrease the taxes. Okay, this is what elasticity. Civic consciousness. Point number 5. Civic consciousness. Yes, a feeling of consciousness is there because through direct tax, the government does lots of project work, developmental work, and when the taxpayer pays the money to the government, it is his hard-earned money. He is earning high, and so he is giving it to the government also. Why? To the government, so that the government can use that money for the developmental work. And he has the complete right to ask to the government, yeah, the tax which I am paying, what you are doing with this? Where the money is going? So a conscious citizen will always move forward and ask to the government about the tax which he is paying, what is happening to the tax which he is paying. So a sense of civic consciousness is there in direct tax. Okay, because the taxpayer, okay, is paying the money, his hard-earned money he is paying. So he don't want his money to go in a vain, go in wastage. So that's why he will inquire about the tax which he is paying. Okay, that is what civic consciousness. Next, reduction in inequalities. Okay, point number 2 and point number 6 are interrelated. Reduction in inequalities. So only the rich people are, okay, included in paying the taxes. The poor people, they are exempted. They are exempted from paying the taxes. Okay, they are exempted from paying the taxes. No need to pay the tax. They don't have much income. Okay, so no taxes. Rich people, they have more income, so they are included in the tax slab. Okay, to bring the equity, or the government has planned this kind of system. Okay, to bring the equity between the rich and the poor. Okay, this is what the merits of direct taxes. Okay, economy, it has equity, certainty is there, elasticity, which the government can increase the rate of tax during the crisis and all. Okay, elasticity, civic consciousness, a feeling of consciousness is there while paying the, okay, direct tax, civic consciousness, reduction in inequalities, the rich and poor, okay, to bring equal the government has imposed direct taxes.
No, no, go inside, go inside.
Okay.
Go.
Next, demerits of direct taxes. Okay. Unpopular. Direct taxes are unpopular. It is very, very unpopular because the money which is earned by the people, they are working too much hard for the earning, and they don't want to pay the money in this way only. Okay, so they are not encouraged to pay the taxes. They're not encouraged to pay the taxes. So they try to get rid out of these taxes. So thus making it very much unpopular. Inconvenience. Yes, of course. It is very, very inconvenience. Direct taxes are not so convenient to pay. Because when you are about to pay the taxes, you have to go through the documentation process. You have to show your income, all the income you have to show. Okay. From where you are earning, how you are earning, everything you have to show. You have to show the details of your income. Okay. You have to go to chartered accountant. Okay. You go to chartered accountant. Yes, file my taxes and all. So or the advocate. So you have to go through complete process. If you are paying indirect taxes, no need these all things. Just go to shop, purchase anything, you pay indirect tax. But direct tax is not like this. You have to go to advocate or you have to go to chartered accountant. They will prepare a file for you, and after preparing a file, okay, all the documents you need to give, you need to provide. Okay, PAN card compulsory and all. So if you don't have PAN card, then again you have to go for making a PAN card and all. So these all detail, so many documentation works are there. So thus making it inconvenience, too much inconvenience to pay. Okay, direct taxes. Possibility of evasion or tax evasion. There is a great chances of tax evasion. Means the taxpayer, they don't pay the tax. Tax evasion. They don't want to pay the tax at all. There are many cases in India. People don't pay tax. That's why the government are forced to do the raid. Okay, many of the places, many of the people's house, okay, the government send the investigation officer to do the raid. From where this much income the person has gathered. He has gathered the income, but he is not paying the taxes. If you would pay the taxes, the government will not do raid. Okay, but the people, they know how hard it is to earn. Okay, how hard it is to earn. So by seeing that, the people, most of the people, they don't want to pay the taxes. So thus, they go for tax evasion. Okay, so people, they want to get rid out of taxes. It is called as possibility of tax evasion or evasion. Okay, next, uneconomical. It is uneconomical, as we have studied. Yeah, economy. Okay, but here we are saying uneconomical. So these 2 points, while we are studying in the merits, economy, okay, and when you come to our demerits, we are saying uneconomical. Why is it so? So economy is from the man's point of view, just one positive side of view. Okay, it is a positive side of view. And uneconomical, the people, they are not so benefited while paying the direct taxes. They don't know where the money is going. Though it is going to the government, but when it approaches to the government, do they know? Yes, my money is used in particular field. Can the government give the detail? Yes, this particular person's money is utilized here only. No. Okay. The money which is sent by the taxpayer, okay, it is unknown, it is hidden. Okay, it is hidden. Okay. It is written. The government doesn't give the complete details of the money. Okay. So when we came to merits economy, so we told, it was said that it is very very easy to pay, very very convenient to pay. Okay, very simple step to pay. But when we come to here, it merits uneconomical. Here it is said that it is very very expensive to pay. The payment which is done is very very expensive. Yes, of course. If your guardians are paying direct taxes, you can ask to them, you can inquire to them. It is expensive. It is expensive to pay. So when you file the tax form, at least some amount you have to pay. Free of cost is not done. Some amount to file the case and all, some amount is there, you have to pay. And more on the top of that, your income, whatever income is there, on the income, you have to pay the taxes. You have to give the charges to the advocate also, okay, or CA also, and you have to pay the money of your income also. Okay, so it is uneconomical. Here it was told economical from the marriage point of view. Paying the taxes, okay, you need not have to spend much, but in actual sense, we are paying both to the advocate or to the CA, and from the income also we are paying to the government. Okay. Next is said here arbitrary. Arbitrary means the taxes which are fixed. It doesn't depend upon the person's wealth. The person's wealth is okay, increasing high and all. Okay, so we have to fix the certain amount, certain rate of taxes. It's not that. The government sees their relaxation, not people relaxation. The government sees their relaxation. So the tax authorities, they only decide the rate of taxes. They only decide the rate of the taxes. Okay, they need not seek to the person condition and all, a market condition and all. They will see, yes, we don't have fund, so they'll increase the tax rate. But they will not see how people are suffering, how people are earning. They will not see that. Okay, so it is arbitrary. All the tax decisions are taken by the taxation authorities. Narrow in scope. Narrow in scope means only the rich people, okay, they are included in this slab. Only rich people are included in this slab. Okay, one section of the people is only included. The other section, it is excluded. So thus it is making a narrow concept. Narrow concept. Okay, just one single section of the people, they are included to pay the taxes, and the other section they are excluded. Why is it so? So thus making it a narrow concept of taxation. Okay, so here is the demerits: unpopular, inconvenience, possibility of tax evasion, uneconomical, arbitrary, narrow in scope. Okay, so these are the merits and demerits of direct taxes. Okay, on the chapter public revenue. So, thank you for watching the video.